Browns at home this week, trying to play spoiler on Thursday Night Football, dropped their 8th game of the year to New Orleans last week, 7 losses in their last 8.
What we have seen today, who picks up another first down, still going, Taysom Hill with his 3rd touchdown today.
Pittsburgh Steelers roll into Cleveland, riding a 5-game win streak. They now sit comfortably atop the AFC North.
Jackson, keeping it, Jackson, fake, Jackson tosses! Incomplete!
Steelers defense still leading the way as they march through 2024. This unit has been stingy, held Baltimore's elite offense to 16.
Jackson, deep drop, timing route, drops it in the bucket, caught by Hill! Steelers fighting for the football, they come away with it!
Matched up against a Browns offense that, boy, hasn't been pulling that weight. Under 19 points in 9 of their 10 games this year, come off a 14-point outing.
Hope you are liking our video. Support us by subscribing to our channel. At Huntington Bank Field, which looked more like a snow globe than a football stadium, the Browns picked up their 3rd win of the season in a thrilling 24-19 victory over the Steelers. The Browns held an 18-6 lead in the 4th quarter, but a pair of turnovers led the Steelers to hold a 1-point lead with just under 3.5 minutes remaining. After the Steelers scored a touchdown to cut the Browns' lead to 5 points, QB Jameis Winston was sacked on the following drive and fumbled the football. On the next drive, after the Steelers took the lead, Winston threw an interception. However, the Browns stormed back, as Winston led a 45-yard game-winning drive capped off by RB Nick Chubb's 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. The Browns converted on 4th down twice on their way to regaining the lead.
Winston looking, can't find anyone, spinning, taken down.
Now, Jameis Winston did light up the stat sheet with 395 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, a rating over 105.
If you bout it, you're going to be bout it. Let's be bout it. Welcome, boy. I'm so excited to see you shine.
And he's put up 2 good games for them in his 3 starts. Now he faces a secondary that just shut down the MVP frontrunner. Pittsburgh held Lamar Jackson to 207 passing yards, a touchdown, a pick. Numbers against the pass in 2024 found on the top shelf.
Knocked away. Flowers in a matchup with Porter.
They're going to be up there with that elf at some point soon, right? Now they set their sights on David Njoku, Cedric Tillman, Elijah Moore, Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy with 140-plus yards and a TD last week. He got loose for an 89-yarder.
Across midfield and still going. Jerry Jeudy, the 10, takes it all the way 89 yards for a Cleveland touchdown.
Njoku hauling in 9 catches, 81 yards.
4th down and 4, they pick up the 1st. A lot of running room for Njoku.
Elijah Moore found the end zone, finishing with 66 yards on 6 grabs.
As Winston throws to the end zone, it is caught. Touchdown, Elijah Moore.
Cedric Tillman chipped in 47 yards, 3 catches.
2nd down and 4, it's Tillman. Picks up the Browns' 1st down.
Pittsburgh's pass rush seems to be lined up to visit Winston. Got dropped 3 times last week, 9 times over their last 2 now.
Winston on 3rd down, wrapped up, and down he goes.
TJ Watt, 7.5 sacks for 2024, picked up one of their 2 last week, a little over 2 bags a game for them as a team this season.
Lamar was trying to create some magic. The Steelers were having none of it thanks to TJ Watt and Preston Smith.
Along the ground, Nick Chubb, solid last week, 50 yards, 11 carries, 4.5 average. His first game over 4 yards per carry in 2024.
2nd down and 6. Nick Chubb, 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
Hope you are liking our video. Support us by subscribing to our channel. Key moments. Nick Chubb scores twice in first game against Steelers since returning from injury. Ahead of the Browns' Week 12 matchup against the Steelers, Chubb was asked if he felt any extra emotion facing the team against whom he suffered a season-ending knee injury in Week 2 of the 2023 season. Chubb, known for his level-headedness and consistency, gave an unsurprising response. "I mean, it's a football game," Chubb said. "I've got to go out there and play, so no matter what, who we're playing or what we're up against, I'm always in the same mindset." Chubb found the end zone twice against the Steelers, including on the final drive of the game. After Winston led the Browns to the Pittsburgh 2-yard line, Chubb finished the drive in the end zone. Chubb also opened the scoring for the Browns, rushing for a 2-yard touchdown in the second quarter. The 7-year veteran finished with 20 carries for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Pittsburgh's run defense didn't handle the King great, but who does?
Derrick Henry tripped up. Nearly busted that one.
They are still holding common folk running backs to 4 yards per carry for the season. And their play versus Henry didn't cost them, and neither did their offense. Russell Wilson had his first sub-90 passer rating game of the year, just 205 yards, no TDs, 1 pick.
Wilson steps up, spin around. Wilson avoids it. Wilson looks, a floater, intercepted. Marlon Humphrey. Turnover, Pittsburgh.
It was Ravens Steelers, though, not Tyson Paul, more like the women who fought right before them, who were just Rocky Apollo creeding each other's faces all night. Cleveland's secondary could be rebound material. Derek Carr put up a 110-plus rating against them. 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Their play versus the pass continues to disappoint. 2024 numbers are ugly.
Inside the 30, the 20, down the sideline to the end zone, touchdown!
They'll try and slow George Pickens, 89 yards, 8 catches versus Baltimore, 4th straight game with 70-plus yards.
Wilson, it's a moonshot, and it's caught by Pickens!
Darnell Washington added 42 yards, 2 catches.
He zings it over the middle, and it's caught by Washington!
Najee Harris, 30 yards, 4 receptions out of the backfield. Jaylen Warren kept busy too, 27 yards, 4 grabs.
Dump off to Warren, and bursts through the defenders to get the first down.
Hope you are liking our video. Support us by subscribing to our channel. Myles Garrett's dominance on display. Highlighted by a 3-sack performance in the first half, Myles Garrett showed those at Huntington Bank Field why he won the Defensive Player of the Year award last season. The Steelers were approaching the red zone on their first drive of the game, facing 3rd and 3 at the Browns' 32-yard line. Russell Wilson dropped back and the pocket collapsed around him, with Garrett bringing him down for his first sack of the game for a loss of 8 yards. Chris Boswell missed the ensuing field goal attempt and the Browns took over at their own 48-yard line. After Chubb found the end zone for the first touchdown of the game, Garrett got the ball right back on the following drive. Garrett beat his man to the backfield and threw an arm out, knocking the ball free from Wilson's hands for a strip sack. LB Winston Reed dove on the loose ball and the Browns connected on a field goal attempt thanks to the positive field position. Garrett recorded his 3rd sack of the first half on the following drive, sacking Wilson on the final play of the half, earning a raucous cheer as the Browns headed to the locker room with a 10-3 lead. Jerry Jeudy comes up clutch on Browns' final drive. Tensions were high as the snow was unrelenting on the Browns' final drive. After 2 straight incompletions, the Browns faced 4th and 3 at the Pittsburgh 38-yard line. Instead of attempting a field goal, Winston connected with Jerry Jeudy for a 5-yard gain that kept the drive, and the Browns' hopes of winning, alive. Later in the drive, on 3rd and 6 from the Pittsburgh 29-yard line, Winston once again found Jeudy for a 15-yard gain that set up Chubb's game-winning touchdown. Jeudy finished with 6 receptions for 85 yards with a long of 26 yards.
Wilson used his backs for 8 catches combined, still 4 sacks taken. He's been buried 3+ times, 3 straight games.
And Wilson gets enveloped.
Browns' pass rush has been inconsistent, just 1 sack on 29 attempts last week, but their pressure rate is among the best in the league. They don't come off a good showing against the run either, got torched by Taysom Hill for a 75-yard TD. Alvin Kamara put up 67 yards, 4.2 a run. They've given up close to 5 a carry overall.
2nd and 5, Kamara stays on his feet, inside the 20.
Harris on the ground, 63 yards last week.
Back to the ground game. Najee Harris weaving through, and Harris has got a first down. He's not going down.
18 carries, 3.5 average though, back-to-back games under 3.6. Warren has been the brighter spot, 41 yards, 9 carries, 40+ rushing yards in 4 straight games.
Warren is in. Jaylen Warren, the spin into Baltimore territory.
This is the first 2024 meeting between these two, not the first ever. One of these teams leads the all-time series 81-63-1. Cleveland needs this more than Pittsburgh. 1989, first game of the year, started with a Clay Matthews fumble return touchdown, ended with a Mike Oliphant 21-yard rushing touchdown. In between, bushels of Cleveland scores. Browns 51-0 win over Pittsburgh, the greatest margin of victory by either team in the 7-decade history of the rivalry.
Thank you. Subscribe for daily updates.